Good morning. Here we go, Monday. Hey, Monday. We're going to talk about something that I'm super excited about and that I hope some of you are ready to get super excited about. And that is the 40-day magic transformation, the 40-day magic cleanse that I'm going to be doing, that my friend Jai is going to be doing, I believe, and that I hope quite a few of you are going to be doing. And we're going to talk about this. We've been tentatively planning the begin date for April 1st, which is this Wednesday. But I want to talk to you guys and see who's in, who's not, who's wanting to be in, because I'm thinking of postponing it by just a few days to make sure everyone has a chance to get their product. Yeah, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, K2 Spirit of Light. Good morning, Yolanda de Silva. Welcome. So, we're going to talk about something exciting. Hey, Michael Maz, nice to see you, my beneficial friend. So, what's going on? What's going on is this. You want to know what's going on? Let's talk about what's going on. We are going to be starting a 40-day magic transformation. And it's going to be magical, hence the word magic. It's also going to be something that transforms us. This boy is going to become a man finally at 42 years old, and I'm super ready to do that. So I want to talk to you guys because, yeah, my products haven't come yet either. I just went and looked at the site. There's a delay. So I think what we want to do is postpone beginning by a few days. And that's also something is telling me intuitively that there's a couple people who want to do this, but they're not quite ready yet. So I want to give everyone a chance to do this thing. It's so important, Michael. I hope everyone will do this that feels the need to do it. Even if you can't listen, with my discount, you get like $100 off. It's like $319 for the 40-day. It's called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. If you can't afford to do that, what about doing a 10-day? I think that's around two something. Obviously, for the amount of product, the value is better to do the 40-day. But guys, if you can do any variation of this, it's so important to join us and do this. We are going to step into, we use words like abundance and prosperity and things like that a lot, right? Because it's LOA, it's law of attraction words, and it's words that apply to what we want in life. But it's so important to really understand we're not just talking about, this is not just lip service. This cleanse at this time, like Michael Maz just pointed out, is so important, and it's going to truly be a magical 40-day cleanse. I'm going to be here, guys. I've been showing you that recently. I'm back, present. I've come out of my winter time, and I'm present. It's springtime. I'm going to be here to support you guys 100%. My email is going to be available to you. I'm going to start an email just for that specific thing, a 40-day cleanse email. I want to be present for you guys in this way that allows us to do this transformation and allows us to really grow. Now, having said that, good morning, Kim, good morning, KB. Good for you, good for you. Um, right, it's a time, and so from a physical perspective, now is clearly, I mean, I think pretty much unquestionably, we would all agree now is the time to bolster our immune system, to bolster our immunity, to cleanse and heal our gut, and to stop treating our body like a dumpster and start putting into our body the things which help it heal and grow. This is plant medicine in its most natural form, as close to as you can get to natural, other than going out in your garden and snatching it out of the ground and putting it in your mouth. This is about as close as you can get. Now, I will tell you, my kratom and my OJ, hey, kratom, what's the madam? Chit-chit-chatum, swing! Remember when, did any of you, well, mostly women are here. Michael, I don't know, did you play Little League Baseball like I did? Hey, better, what's the matter? Chit-chit-chatter, swing! So silly, so silly. So anyway, let's talk more about this. I feel really excited about it, but instead of starting on Wednesday the 1st, I'm going to probably delay this a couple of days, maybe even a week, depending on who's going to join. So if you see the replay, guys, let me know in the comments section where you're at on this. Only if you're someone who's doing it. I don't need to, like, please, and I say this with all due respect, with not 1 ounce of judgment. Our time is all valuable all the time, not just right now, but especially valuable. If you're like, if it's an issue, you're welcome to email me about any issues. I want to talk in the comments to people who are doing the cleanse, who are absolutely doing it, and if there's a delay in getting your products or if you haven't ordered them yet, whatever, because I want to get a cohesive group formed and get a time set and decided on. I know Purium has a notice on their website right now that says they are about 2 to 3 days behind on getting products out because of just everything that's going on. People, I'm sure they're working with their employees to make everything amenable for them, right? I believe the company is based out of either Hawaii or California. I can't remember. I'm sure that Jai has told me because I know she and her husband are very involved with the company, and she's the one who turned me on to Purium and their products. It was one of the first things I did. It was one of the first steps that I took in a new direction when I first awakened, right, to the twin soul journey. I went from literally from death to life, and one of my steps from death to life was to start really minding what I ate. Now, I never became fully vegan or raw vegan or anything of the sort, but I definitely dabble in vegan, and this is a vegan cleanse. Everything on this cleanse is vegan, organic, non-GMO, even the things that are approved from your list of flex foods. You're not going to be putting any gluten in your body. You're not going to be putting anything unnatural in your body. I mean, we're going all the way here, at least for 40 days. So it is ultimately a lifestyle transformation. Now, if you're like me, you're someone who I like to eat things like meat sometimes. I don't like to go all the way into it, but I definitely see the value in it. I see the vibration raise. I've experienced it. The health. I'm ready to lose a little weight, put on some lean muscle mass and get rid of the rest, right? A lot of protein, high proteins. The company that we're using, the products that we use is Purium. It's called Purium, Purium. It's all vegan, non-GMO, organic superfoods. And then they also supplement your because it is a vegan cleanse and it's hardcore. It's a gentle cleanse, but it is hardcore, right? So it's very gentle on your body, but it's a big change for people who don't eat like that normally, in a good way. But because we're doing that, you will be taking amino tablets to supplement your protein, those building blocks, right, of muscle life. And so anyway, I'm excited about it, but I do agree that it's probably necessary to kind of postpone the start date just a few more days. Guys, look, we're going to be doing this social distancing for a good couple of months. We know that already. All we have to do is look at China as a model. I mean, where we're at now in America, based compared to where China was at, we've got a good couple of months of social distancing before it's even going to let up, right? So we it's okay. We can handle this, but it's a great time for us to be here, support each other in something major, and try to make sure that we don't get sick. Because I don't know about you, I'm okay with dying. Like if I have to die today, if I have to die tomorrow, I'm okay with that. But I don't want to. I still have stuff I want to do. I want to get things right with a lot of people and go do some fun stuff, right? Go on some more adventures. So maybe even bring a few kids into this mess. Call me crazy. Yeah, very good ingredients. Yes. Going to be doing your own garden. That's great, K2. Well, it it's not really done in stages. I mean, it is, but it's not. So you do a 10-day intense. It does shock your system, but not in the way that it sounds like. It's not going to shock you physically. What it really, because it is a gentle cleanse, what it really does more is it shocks you emotionally because, food is emotional for most of us. It's comfort. And it's going to give you, it's not only is it not going to deprive you of anything, it's going to give you what you actually need instead of all the crap most of us give ourselves that we don't need. So this is a beautiful thing. But in resetting and in doing this, you do, at least I did the first time, I experienced a little bit of that feeling of loss like with anything, withdrawing from drugs, anything that is resetting your system and your body has to change. Caffeine was the hard thing for me, giving up coffee, caffeine. But I'm pretty much not on caffeine much right now anyway, so that won't be a big deal for me this cleanse. What I would suggest, and I'm glad Michael brought that up, what I would suggest for any of you who are going to be doing the cleanse with me, go ahead and start. If you drink coffee or a lot of caffeine, go ahead and start weaning down on that right now. Start today. Start cutting back. You don't want to make it so, where you get a headache for a day or two. It's just not necessary. And that's all you'll get, is a day or two of a headache probably. But because I was a major like triple shot espresso drinker, and I did get a little headache for a day, but that was it. But still, why do that to yourself? If you can cut down gradually before the cleanse, do it that way. Because yeah, no caffeine for the entire 40 days. And it's okay. You have a day where you cheat and you do that. So what? The point is not whether or not you cheat on the cleanse. The point is whether you finish it. I want everyone who starts this to finish it. 40 full days. You fall off the wagon, you have a coffee or go to Starbucks, fine. Nobody's gonna give you crap for that. What I will give you crap for is if you start it and don't finish it. That's a big thing with me. I don't like that. I don't like that. Cheat, fall off the wagon every week if you want, but finish the damn thing. Finish what you start, guys. Let's all be finishers. What will it do after you just went through a huge illness? Well, I can't speak to that because I'd never done it after going through a huge illness. But again, let me reiterate, this is the things your body actually needs. So it wouldn't do anything bad, and it certainly wouldn't do anything negative compared to the foods that most people normally eat. So I know we worry about the shock of the system and all that stuff, but guys, remember what we're talking about here. We're not talking about doing something harmful to ourselves. We're talking about literally doing something good for us. So shock to the system, I mean, only in as much as it's a shock to your system when you do stop doing bad things and start doing good things. I would think if you're coming from an illness perspective, I would think your body's going to scream with joy after a couple of days of this and really be grateful that you're putting a cup full of superfoods into your body along with some really healthy flex foods as opposed to anything else out there from the supermarket. That's what I would think. But you may want to talk to a doctor if you're concerned about doing it because of something like that. Absolutely. That's a great point, Michael. Listen to your body as you do it. And not only that, I think it's so important to manifest a positive attitude about it. Just sort of, I remember doing it the first time, and there was a person who said like, "Oh my God, I don't like the shake. It made my stomach upset. I drank it all too fast, and da da da." And so it kind of made me nervous because I started the very first one like 2 or 3 days late, so I was seeing people ahead of time. But I felt drawn to do it intuitively, and I knew I was visualizing a great experience, and so I didn't let what another person was saying get to me, and I just went based on what I felt, and I had the best experience. I felt so good. I could feel the nutrition going into my body the minute I would drink that shake. I didn't love the taste of it. It tastes like Apple Jacks milk. It's apple berry flavored, and it reminds me of like the milk in my cereal bowl when I would eat Apple Jacks because it's apple flavored, but it's kind of a creamy apple. And so I didn't love that flavor. That's not a flavor I would have chosen, but that's not what I bought it for. So it didn't really matter. And I actually now I love the flavor. So it definitely grows on you. It definitely does. Oh yeah, I agree, Darcy. I think it makes you feel way better. Way, way better. Yeah, before you do anything new that your body's not used to, if you've got any kind of issues. But just remember, again, I want to reiterate, if you don't consult a physician before going through a McDonald's drive-through, you don't need to consult a physician before eating superfoods that are non-GMO, organic, vegan. This is a good thing. And you're definitely going to get everything you need, right? To replace anything, you've got the amino tablets, and so that it's a lot of good stuff. It's a lot of good stuff. Yeah, I mean, Apple Jacks was one of my favorite cereals, but I didn't always love the milk, that apple milk flavor. But yeah, the shake definitely grows on you pretty quick. By about day two, I was loving it. I started craving it because, like I said, when you drink it, you can literally feel. Do you agree, Darcy? You can feel the nutrients. It's almost like drinking alcohol, but instead of getting a buzz, you feel healthy, and it's almost like this pure energy. And what's cool is what I noticed almost immediately, even during the intense part of it, the 10-day intense. One, I went from a caffeine being someone who drank coffee in the morning, right? And then after lunch, I would have the crash. You drink your coffee for your little morning jolt, and then you have your lunch break. And then after lunch at work, I would have like that mid-afternoon crash every day. Well, doing this cleanse by like day four, day 3 or 4, I started noticing my energy I didn't ever have that jolt from coffee, but I had this steady flow of energy throughout the day. No more mid-afternoon crash. just this constant feeling of wellness and no like needing to lay down to take a nap, no grogginess, no mid-afternoon crash. That is what superfoods do. They do the opposite of a jolt. They're just a steady flow of really good feeling. We were just talking about that now, and we were going to do Wednesday for a start date, but there is a delay in getting products out. Purium has a notice on their site that they're 2 or 3 days behind. So I want to give everyone a chance to start at the same time. So I think we're going to push it back a few days. Like I said, anyone who watches the replay, whatever, just make sure you put in the comments here if you're only if you're joining us. I don't, like I said, I'm not interested in people that are like, well, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Just I need to know if you're doing it, when you are ordering your stuff, or when you did order your stuff, so that I can really get a cohesive time frame established, because I don't want to wait too long. I haven't received my products either. I think we're probably looking most likely next Monday, this coming Monday. So one more week, which gives anyone who hasn't ordered anything that really feels pulled to do this. If you were like, man, I kind of wanted to do that, I feel like I should have. Well, now's your chance to do it. Okay, you have a chance, but we really do want to get this thing popping. It's something that is going to be a great experience for us all. But like I said, I don't think any of us are going anywhere anytime soon. I think President Trump and Dr. Fauci basically just said we're at least extending the social distancing and quarantining type behaviors for through the end of April. And you know, guys, it's going to be longer than that. I mean, we haven't even seen a dip in the rate of growth for this thing right now here. So it's going to be a couple of months, and that sucks, but it's realistic. We got to be realistic, right? So it's a great time for us to do this, a great opportunity, and no time like the present. So what I would say is, if you're joining us, maybe just do some of these behaviors with us. Start cutting down your caffeine intake right now. Let's all cut down on our caffeine intake. Replace it with something good, some vitamin C, orange juice, right? Maybe some green stuff, whatever, leafy plant medicine you like, anything like that. I think that's great, Michael. If you use my code for the 10 days, when you order the 10-day cleanse, I don't know exactly I think it's about a $50 discount. I'm not sure. I know on the 40-day, the Ultimate Transformation, and you use my code, you get $100 off. So that's a big savings. Yeah, stop using sugars, unnatural sugars like added sugars. I mean, certainly fruit, sugar, natural occurring sugar is great. It's fine in vegetables and fruits, but do things that you can do to boost your immune system in a very natural way, even if you can't do the cleanse. But for those of you who are definitely doing the cleanse with me, let's start cutting down. You don't have to stop the coffee right now or the caffeine, but start cutting down on it now, so that it's more gentle and less of a jolt to your system when we start the cleanse. Okay, because that was the hardest thing for me, was like the first 2.5 days cutting caffeine out, because I was a big coffee drinker. And a lot of times I am a big coffee drinker when I'm not doing something like this, or doing vegan lifestyle. But I'm committing 40 days and maybe thereafter, all vegan, not raw vegan, but vegan. And there's some cool things I'm going to film on here. I might start another channel for this too, because I want to like show you guys the flex foods that I cook at home when I'm doing a cleanse like this, that are really fun to do. Like, being from the South, eating a lot of like barbecue food and stuff, I love fried squash. And so in place of the breaded fried squash, what I do like during or around a cleanse is I'll buy some organic summer squash and obviously Himalayan sea salt, the pink sea salt, because that's approved in small amounts because it's okay for you. And then some extra virgin olive oil. And with that with a small amount of extra virgin olive oil in a very hot pan, I will thinly slice the summer squash and sort of sear it with the oil and a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. And no, it's not the same thing as fried squash, but it's a great replacement and a healthy alternative if you're doing a cleanse. So I'm probably going to do videos about things like that, good little like sort of meal replacements that are approved and on the Flex Food schedule. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm definitely going to do it, and I'll let you guys know when I decide. If I start a channel, or if we do like on the Facebook group, maybe something like that. I need to talk to Jai about it too. Does anybody have any other like specific questions about the 40-day, the 10-day, or anything in between? And does anybody have any requests about a start date that's planning to join us? That's like something that's important to you. Ernie Birdie. Ernie Birdie. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. I mean, I've got that sort of excited nervousness that I get before I do something like this because I'm a Virgo. We're really critical of ourselves. Like Virgos are critical of ourselves more than anyone else. And the reason I get nervous like this is because I know I'm going to be like hardcore about it for 40 days. And it's fun, but it's a challenge. Purium is the name of the. It's all the information's in the description of the video. Yeah, zucchini's great too. I don't know if I think I don't know exactly what's on the approved list, but with the flex foods, even though you get flex foods, it's literally like a cup of something. So throughout the 40 days, your flex foods each day is like a cup of blueberries, of organic blueberries, or a cup of one avocado with a little bit of lime juice and Himalayan sea salt, that type of thing. But it's delicious and it's a great thing to keep you from being only on liquid, right? Um, Mixing those things in, and you know the flavors, you really start to appreciate those flavors more than anything too when you're on a cleanse like this. Those sort of natural flavors. Yes, Purium, Purium, Kim. Thank you for posting that. And if you guys look in the description of the video down there, the links are in there. My code that'll give you a discount is listed. So it's all there for you. I used to make a lot of things homemade. I haven't done it in a very long time. This is another thing. We're all at home a lot of the time right now, right? And so, unless we're someone who is, essential in the workforce. So, and if that's you, then my hat is off to you. I appreciate it. But what I would say is this is a great time to start cooking your own meals and making homemade, good organic stuff. Homemade, good organic stuff. Absolutely, Michael. Yeah, I'm stepping up my game around here right now because I feel with people at home they need some consistency and some encouragement. I know that's how I am when I get a little down. I really need people, you know, those of us who are like do what I like things like I do in the public, who are light workers in that way. We also go through our own private moments of real darkness, and we need someone else to come and champion us sometimes. And so I understand that very clearly for other people what they need. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you helping me out being a moderator too. So yeah, guys, I did the Gemini reading this morning, and that was fun. And I'm gonna do. So Lara, I've got a reading coming for you today. Jody, I got your booking for a 30-minute yesterday. I just messaged you this morning to get your 30-minute reading set up, and I'm gonna work on. You should see the Cancer soulmate reading up soon, and the Leo. Cancer and Leo are on deck. Okay, those are the two that are coming up next. Cancer and Leo for April. So all that I've got left to do, guys, is Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. I've got six more to do. So I've done six, and I've got six more to do for April. Yeah, Valerie, it's a vegan, non-GMO superfoods, organic. Everything's great. It's a great cleanse. You're really gonna like it. I mean, it's amazing. I kind of am so glad I did. I started to get y'all to do. If you remember, I think some of you got. You may have. I think you bought some products, didn't you, Valerie? And for January, and then I didn't do it in January. I fell off so hard, you guys. I wasn't ready. I needed to really just deal. But I'm so ready this time. It's so motivated, and I'm really excited, you guys. We're gonna have a good time. But yeah, I think it's important that we postpone it till just the right time so that everybody can be part. The flex foods. Yeah, everything in the cleanse is vegan, organic. We don't use no animal or animal byproducts, none of that. It's all the flex foods, the approved flex foods are all, yeah, it's like things like organic wild blueberries, avocado, um, what else? One thing that's not on the list of approved flex foods, but that I usually do a little bit of is Brussels sprouts. I personally love Brussels sprouts. It's just one of the vegetables that I don't know, I live for those. Broccoli is on a cup of broccoli, unsalted, unbuttered, just Steamed broccoli, a cup of most steamed vegetables is approved as a flex food. And we don't really do a lot of the flex foods during the 10 days. You can, even during the 10 days, a flex food is allowed when you're in need. But the idea is to really, that 10-day intense, you really want to clean your system out. So it's really, I think for me, during the 10-day intense, I try to stick with like an extra shake instead of a flex food, if at all possible, right? Yeah, Nina, I think that's a great idea. Even if kids, bodies are not down for doing like a 10-day intense cleanse, and it's maybe not even necessary because they're growing, and that's tough when you're growing, or like for a pregnant person or something like that. But I think it'd be great for them to incorporate those shakes into their daily life. Those power shakes are, I just think of the goodness going into your body. It's just so amazing. Those power shakes are literally uh, superfoods collected from all around the earth where they are most uh, common: quinoa, South America, kale, uh, rice bran gran. There's a lot of everything. It's like all these superfoods gathered together, ground up, and put in your cup, mixed with water, and it's a great way to incorporate things right off the bat that are really super healthy for you and going to do your life a whole world of good. And I think we all need it right now, and we all need to do things in the most natural way possible. Again, finally, here we are so far into this, and finally, NBC News caught on to the things we've been talking about it here at Ray of Light Tarot for a couple weeks now. And last night, NBC.com finally posted an article about how pollution has been so decreased because of social distancing and quarantining and less cars out and less fossil fuel emissions. And they finally last night caught up to what we've been talking about for 2 weeks now, about how the animals are rejoicing, and good things are happening because of this. So good job, NBC. You caught up with the good side of this. But like, those are the things that I think I'm going to take away from this and really run with in the future. I know, OMG, they noticed. Whoa. I'm really going to run with that, though, going into our future. I don't want to go back to normal. I want to go back to a new normal where I mean, it's just such an amazing thing. Look what we can do, guys. As human beings, we have proven some things very clearly. We don't like to prepare for things. It's almost impossible to scare us into preparing, but when forced, we are capable of moderating our lifestyles and helping the environment. Why aren't we doing this anyway when it comes to climate change? Not getting into a debate about climate change, just saying, look at the impact we do have, that we're capable of having when we go within and we close it down a little bit. Welcoming the dolphins back into Venice, welcoming a blue sky back over China. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff, right? Can I tell you one shake? It's the shake is called the Power Shake, Purium Power Shake, and if you go to the website, it's the flavor is appleberry. I think they have a no flavor one, just natural flavors, but it's just one shake. It is one shake. It's really good. Welcome, Tracy. Thank you for coming in. Hope everyone in the Netherlands is good. I have a friend in the Netherlands who is a well-known pianist, and he's really a sweet guy too. Very talented, very gifted. His name is Heise. I do too, Michael. I really see that. I feel that, and I see that. I certainly see that for myself. Um, but yeah, I think it'd be great if we could all take some good habits with us into the future, right? They're so good. I agree. They're so good. Anyway, so think about it, guys. Fine over there. Good. Fine right here too. Can't complain. Just sort of working hard, hanging out with my dog. I'm gonna go take him for a walk on the beach in just a minute. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah. So guys, think about it. If you're on board with this, I say welcome. I say we're gonna have a lot of fun, and it's a great opportunity for us to really manifest some amazing things into our life over the next 40 days from the time we begin until then. And we can start right now, even before our start date has been fully officially decided. Excuse me. We can start manifesting that abundance, cutting certain unhealthy habits, sorry, and switching from caffeine, any kind of non-natural drinks, just switch over to water or juices, right? Um, start you start using, if you have a juicer or if you have like a blender that you can make smooth, or a smoothie machine, start using that stuff. Start making some kale and apple and banana and all good stuff smoothies. Let's start getting into that groove, even if we have to wait a few days extra before we start. And if you're watching the replay and you have any serious questions because you're actually going to do this, put your questions in the comments and let me know, like I said, when you think we should, if you're going to do this with us, and how long you would need for us to start, because we really want to start this soon. But like I said, if you're on the fence, please don't even comment. I want serious information only. And that's not me being a jerk. It's just, with things like this, you want a lot of participation, but you also get a lot of people that are really just looking, they're just curious. And curious is fine, but just go check it out yourself. The information's in the description. We're looking more for helping us decide, for those of us who are doing this, when we're going to start. And I'm thinking next Monday, based on external circumstances. So if anyone else has anything to add on the replay, pop it in those comments. Yep. Thank you, Nina. You guys have a great day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for support. Thank you for doing this cleanse with me. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be good. 2 thumbs up. Look, I'm a politician. 2 thumbs up. I'd be the goofiest politician in the world with a sideways hat and 2 thumbs up. All right, you guys. Namaste. Namaste. The God in here sees the God in there. Bye, guys. Love you.